We have confirmation, people. The thing we've been waiting for a long time has been revealed in this episode of Fairy Tail. Erza can fit multiple cats in her tits. Great feat. I don't think anybody can do that in this world, so like, clap it up for Erza, man. Those breasts can really hold them cats down. So for the most part, this was one of those aftermath episodes after the long struggle they had against the dragons and the Grand Magic Games and everything. Pretty much everyone just in a big banquet, relaxing, chilling out. And in all honesty, there was really not too much to say about this episode. There was a couple things, first of all, with Kagura seemingly putting to rest her hatred towards Erza, but she went a little bit of a step further, and while it felt like it was development on her part, at the same time, it also felt a little bit like, cringeworthy to see her tell Erza, can you be my big sister? I want you to be my big sister. It's like this prideful girl to be able to like put all that away. I don't know. For me, as like a fan of the character when she was on her badass shit, to see her like say, yeah, no, you be my big sister, it just felt a little bit weird. I understand the development side of it, but in overall, I was just like, yeah, at the very least, we'll just excuse this one as she was pissed drunk. I'm surprised Natsu wasn't arrested for fucking around about being king and acting like a dick towards the king and everything, because, yeah, if this was an actual type of, serious situation, he would have been arrested and thrown in fucking prison for that bullshit and beheaded as well. And overall, this episode, really, again, there was just small little things here or there, a little bit more shipping with like Gajil and Levy and things of that nature, but it really wasn't to be taken serious. And in all honesty, like, I guess if you want to watch this just to see the aftermath of some of these characters kind of reuniting and stuff like that, but for the most part, majority of this is skippable. Again, there's a couple of things here or there, like Miliana finally forgiving Erza, mainly because Erza has this gigantic rack that can fit cats inside of it, and she's like, meow! So, yeah, I guess in that sense, that's something that, like, people would be wondering, well, did Miliana ever forgive them? And quick note as well, for people that don't know this, I thought that this was a little interesting tidbit. The two dudes that was originally with Miliana, the people from Erza's past, they were actually supposed to be in this arc, but the editor kind of told Hiro, you already have way too many characters to deal with this arc, do not put them in there. So it would have been interesting to see their take on things as well, even though it was a smaller situation within the arc. Ultimately, this whole thing with this grudge against Erza, I would have liked to see what they had to say about all of this. And the biggest, stupidest thing out of all of this was Hisui having to wear that stupid fucking Cabo pumpkin head shit on top of her head as punishment. Again, if this was like real world type of things back in those days, she would have been beheaded or dethroned or something like that. But he's like, yeah, just put on a pumpkin head and you could continue being my daughter. And then everyone did it, and it was all folly jolly. So this episode, it was like, it's not really a bad episode or a good episode. It's just one of those intermission episodes, I guess you could say. It was like, you got tits for days, you got people reconciling and things of that nature, but it's really nothing that you need to see or anything of that nature. Overall, if I had to give it a score, maybe a 5 out of 10 average episode at best, because mainly it was like, it wasn't like, just fan service for no reason, whatever. It was an aftermath. So yeah, I guess 5 out of 10 for this episode average. It was not really anything important, but it had little small tidbits to wrap up little scenarios of how characters were feeling or whatever. So yeah, but Erza though, let's see how many more cats you could fit inside them jugs. Let me know what you thought of the episode, favorite part, funniest part, and did you even care to watch this episode? But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say of this quick and brief review, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that would be awesome. I'm World, and as always, people, Erza keeps squeezing them cats and them tits. Yeah.